The story begins with a little boy who is sitting at home watching cartoons on TV. But suddenly, the signal of all the channels stopped. An urgent news flashed on the TV screen. A terrible unknown virus has spread all over the world. People infected with this virus are biting each other, and the infection is spreading rapidly. Everyone is being instructed, stay home, close the doors, stay safe. The boy got up to go to his mother in fear. On the way, he met his older sister, Abigail. When they reached their mother together, they saw that the mother was already packing everything in a panic and trying to call their father. Their father, Yevgen, is an experienced pilot. On the phone, he said that the zombie virus was spreading rapidly around. He ordered that they should leave the city with the children right away without waiting for him. People were already screaming outside. So the mother quickly got into the car with her 2 children and tried to leave the city. But danger does not leave them behind. A zombie jumps directly at their mother. In fear, little Abigail hides under the car. From there, she sees with her own eyes the zombie is biting her mother and brother. The zombie leaves without noticing Abigail, but the mother, who has already been infected, sees Abigail hiding under the car and comes towards her. At that moment, former soldier Jack runs up from behind. He immediately takes control of the situation and saves Abigail. But knowing that his brother will become a zombie, Jack makes a difficult decision. To survive in this post-apocalyptic world, you have to be tough. 10 years after the incident, the face of the world has completely changed. Big cities are now turning into jungles. Most people are either dead or have turned into zombies. In this ruined world, a handful of people, like Jack and Abigail, are still alive. Jack has been raising Abigail like his own daughter since that day. He has taught her to hunt in the forests, get out of the zombie crowd, and survive in this dangerous world. Jack is like a father to her, because if Jack hadn't come that day, Abigail would not have survived. One night, Jack hears a sound while sleeping. He realizes that a zombie has entered their shelter. He quickly moves forward and finishes the zombie with a headshot. From 10 years of experience, they know that zombies are never alone, so they have to leave this place without delay. Moreover, today's zombies are no longer as stupid as before. They have changed over time. Now they have their own intelligence. They can sense and find human presence. The next morning, they packed up their things and set off on horseback towards their new destination. After a long journey, they saw a survivor on a mountain. He was desperately fighting to escape the zombies. Since there were few survivors on Earth now, Jack and Abigail started shooting zombies from above to help the man. But Abigail made a mistake in her haste. One of the bullets hit the man as well as the zombie. Jack got angry. They quickly reached the man, but he could not be saved due to excessive bleeding due to a bullet wound to the chest. To relieve him of his suffering, Jack finished him off and took the necessary things from his car. But they didn't know that this man had companions. They arrived in 3 cars and realized after seeing the bullet marks on the companion's body, it wasn't the work of zombies. The group included the pregnant Megan and her husband, David. A heated argument broke out, but already hundreds of zombies were running from all sides. There was no choice but to flee. Everyone except David and Megan died in the terrifying zombie wave. The 4 of them somehow got into a car and escaped. However, the car broke down halfway. Jack told David and Megan to separate, but David and Megan followed them. They wanted to stay with this group. Jack and Abigail didn't object. The next day is planned by spending the night in a small town. Jack shows a map and tells them that there is a boarding camp nearby where many survivors live together. Megan's delivery time is approaching, so it is important for them to get there. Abigail gives a tip. There is an airport nearby. If you can find a small helicopter or plane there, it will be possible to go much faster. Jack agrees. Going to the airport, they really find a passenger plane, but the 10-year-old plane does not start easily.
Meanwhile, from the watchtower, Abigail sees through the binoculars hundreds of zombies are rapidly approaching them. The situation is critical. At the last moment, the plane starts up. The four of them get on and take off. However, the zombies almost catch up. A zombie reaches the gate, but Jack shoots it in time. Danger strikes again in midair. The 10-year-old engine overheats and explodes, and the plane starts to fall. Jack quickly uses his wits and crashes the plane into a tree so that everyone is unharmed. All four get out safely.
Before dusk, Jack takes refuge in an abandoned factory and measures the distance to the camp. Another 2 days' journey. Still, Jack promises that he will deliver David and Megan to that camp. The next day, while walking, they see a house where the light is on. That means someone lives there. Abigail dares to go forward and asks for shelter. An old man named Norden comes out with a gun. There is only one condition: all weapons must be left outside. There is no way to say no to this group in danger.
Norden welcomed them. He said that he was once a famous scientist, so his house still has electricity and various equipment. He entertained them with rare food and drink, all kinds of food that are almost non-existent in the world today. Norden said that he had been living in this secluded forest since before the zombie virus arrived. He did not like the noise of people. According to him, zombies are actually an improved version of humanity. People used to destroy each other for their own interests, ruining the world. At least zombies do not do that. After a while, it is seen that the three are unconscious, and Norden is standing in front. David is scared. Norden reveals the secret. He has a special device with which he can control zombies. After years of research, he created this device by making his wife a test subject. The terrible truth also comes out. Norden uses every living person who comes here as food for his zombie wife. Now Megan learns that her husband, David, has actually already been bitten by a zombie and is slowly transforming. Norden frees his zombie wife from the cage and sends them towards the four. But he forgets. Jack and Abigail are both skilled fighters. Together they resist. David frees himself and finishes Norden's wife. Norden manages to escape. The four get out with their belongings. They drove forward in Norden's car, but the sound of the car made the zombies chase them. The car had to stop at one place. The situation became more difficult as they resisted. Then David decided he would pull the zombies towards him and give the rest a chance to escape. But a zombie came from behind and finished him off. Jack picked up Megan. Abigail tried to stop the zombies. Finally, they reached the board camp. The camp snipers helped them by shooting the zombies from a distance, and a boat came to pick them up. The three safely entered the camp of the huge ship. Megan gives birth to a healthy baby at the camp. But after giving birth, her condition worsens and she dies before evening. Before dying, Megan hands over the responsibility of her child to Jack. But by then, Norden has attacked the camp with the rest of his zombie army. Jack and Abigail rush in to clear everyone out. Norden punches Abigail and sends the zombies towards Jack. Jack falls into a hole, but still kills the zombie. Jack seizes the opportunity and hits Norden's device hard. Finally, the device breaks. Losing control, the zombies jump on Norden and finish him off. While escaping, Abigail is shocked to see a band with her name on it in the hand of a zombie. Looking at the photo in the zombie's pocket, she realizes that this zombie is her real father, who told the family to escape 10 years ago. Abigail pauses for a moment, but the zombie then jumps to bite Jack. Abigail shoots him without a moment's hesitation. That's exactly what Jack once had to do with his own wife. 2 lives, the same pain. Abigail gets everyone out before the entire ship explodes. Jack and Abigail decide to stay with the survivors of the camp until they find a new shelter. Thus ends the story on an uncertain but hopeful note.